Well, the other way that you can look at the body, the energetic body, is I'm sure you're very familiar with the chakras, right? But, let's say that somebody has endured, right? And let's say that they don't have a memory of it, right? So, what you're going to see in their energy is you're not going to see an activation of this wound in the mind. And you're also not really going to see the activation in the heart. So that's where the chakra system gets so important because you're going to see either an overactive sacral or underactive sacral. And just like the brain circuitry, if this happened at an early enough age, the body and the energy has already found its pathways that sort of skip over or get lost in the vortex, one or the other. But all you know is either something is hyperactive and overactive or shut down. So then the question would become just in the top, let's remove the idea of hands healing where you get into the energy and you actually move it around. Let's just talk about from a reading standpoint. Let's say that that is the circumstance that you're dealing with. What is the guided energy? What would the message be for somebody? Because you can't reveal what has happened to them if you see it because it benefits them not at all, right? If they were meant to remember, it's never our job to push that forward. So how would we? Right. Unless they were like, I'm trying to recover memories. I think something's up. Right. That's very, very different. And even then, sometimes I get messages that I cannot. So, because, yeah. So, what's your team say? What would be the message that you would give somebody if you saw what happened? You cannot quite say it, but you need to do something to interject that sacral with help. What would you do?
Like connect with that little girl that is in your heart, that it's inside you. Visualize that girl, and then I like protect it. Like I would guide them into perhaps channeling the energy of the chakras around.
Well,
It would be some chakra work, but like guide her towards that. But then again, I'm like, what would I say? And I'm thinking, what would I do in that moment?
Well, don't worry because this is a little bit of a trick question. What you're discussing is exactly what you would do in a healing environment, right? Because you would have the permission of your client to work with them, specifically with their energy, and you would be assisting in the healing of it. But in more of the reading spaces, which is sometimes where you'll be, we will not get access to that, right?